Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm super excited today because we're finally going to get an air compressor. I've been saving all my pennies from my overtime and I finally got enough money. We're gonna go get one. Stick around, it's gonna be an awesome day.
Oh, that was close. One of the ratchet straps broke on the ride home. Oh, man. Wow. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put this thing in the garage.
Man, that's not gonna clear. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to pull forward. I don't think that's gonna clear the doorway. Oh man. What I like about the 60-gallon size, you can still move them around and manipulate them and stuff like that. If I would have got an 80-gallon, man, I don't think there's any way I could have unloaded that by myself. Maybe with the cherry picker or something, but yeah, okay. Wow. I didn't think I took it that far, but apparently I did. Something like that. I think I'm just gonna stick it over here in this corner. Whew. Good thing I picked a cold day to do this on. Nice and cool out. Yeah. Mama said only drink the highest quality H2O. Oh God. Whew. Who knew I was allergic to sunlight, right? All right. said, I think I'm just gonna stick it right here so I could wire it, you know, directly over here. So let's see what we got. Ooh, pretty. Alright, we gotta unbolt it off the pallet. What's that? They say it's 363 pounds, but I don't know if I buy that. It doesn't seem like it's that heavy. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. It's a half or a 13. Now I gotta find my reducer. I had a reducer for my impact somewhere. I did, I swear. I did. Sitting in a smoking room, smell of wine and deep perfume. Oh, here it is, I got it. Let's see if this will do the trick. I may need a wrench also. Oh, it's double nutted for your protection. Okay, yeah, we might need it. Lean. There we go. Oh, come on. A little bit more. Ha! That's money. Look at that. Oh, it's so hot. Warm. Oh my gosh, so warm. Little warm. Little warm. We gotta get a hammer, beat that other bolt out. Hammer time! Hammer time! Hammer time! There we go. Hammer, got it. Okay, here we go. Now I gotta get this off of the pallet. It looks like it'll clear the door. All right, here we go. We're just gonna walk it forward like this. Oh yeah. Lightweight, baby. I don't want to mess the floor up worse than I already have. Gotta be real gentle on her. Here, we'll put down this cardboard will work. Maybe. I mean, the floor's all messed up already, but I don't want to mess it up any worse than it already is. The previous owner, or maintenance crew, tenant, whatever the hell, I don't know. They painted this coating on the floor. Now one guy that came by here, he told me it was just ordinary paint, but I don't think it's just ordinary paint. I think it's something else. I mean, there's a lot of it torn up from just tires that stuck to it. But let's just say it's nicer than any garage floor I've ever had. So I don't want to mess it up. You dig, you dig. All right, here we go. See what I mean? 60-gallon air compressors aren't super huge. They're still able to be maneuvered around and whatnot by one single guy with no friends. So the thing is, this is a pretty high CFM unit. Oh, dude, look! I'm gonna be able to fit it under this shelf. This is perfect. Well, at least the belts I will be able to. But yeah. So it's a 60-gallon tank, so it's in the middle range for capacity, right? But the pump is bigger. This thing's rated to run 100% duty cycle and pushes 18.1 CFM at 90 PSI, which is a lot better than my old one, and it's better than a lot of the competitor ones that were on the shelf next to it. Yeah. All right, let's get in there nice and deep. Get in there. Oh yeah, we're on it. There we go. Wow, that fits really well. That's pretty good. That's nice. But I got something else for it. Here, I'll show you guys. I got a 4-pack. So this came from Northern Tool, just the one closer to my house. Even though it's closer, it's still a half-hour drive. Now remember the jack stands, I had to drive an hour to get those. But these are vibration pads. I don't know if you see that, but it's 2 layers of rubber and cork in the middle. So vibration isolation pads. So this comes with 4, but I only have 3 feet. So we only need 3 to put these under. Just enough room. So in the way. Sitting in a smoking room, the smell of cheap perfume. There we go. I think we're about home free right there. There we go. Look at that. And we still, yeah. Got a little bit of room to scooter on back. So we just move our pads like that. Alright. So, here you go. So you can see how it fits right in there. That little bracket, you know, keeps it from going further, but yeah, it fits really well in here. Still got enough room to get around the car. I don't know if I like this. I might repipe that because I want as much flow as possible. So you see this 1/2-inch ball valve, but it's cast into this piece. It is a full port valve. If you don't know what that means that looking into it, a full port. How do I explain this? A full port ball valve is the same size as like what you get on the entrance and exit of it. So you'll look inside some ball valves and the hole is smaller than say the diameter leading into it or whatever. So a full port valve, you get much more airflow. Okay, let's see if we can. Oh no, here, let me see if I can get this out of here. What the heck? They like, oh, okay, here we go. So if you look in there, I don't know if you can see, but here, we're learning. So you see that? See the size of the ball valve? So you'll get ones where it's just a smaller hole in the middle, but that's not what you want. You want the most flow, you gotta get a full port. See? There you go. I might repipe that, I don't know yet. But first things first, we gotta concentrate on getting air fittings and electric to it. So yeah. Okay, so I went to get oil for the compressor, which I have here. This takes an all-season select synthetic reciprocating lubricant, and they had the actual Ingersoll brand. So I went ahead and picked up a quart of that from Tractor Supply. I don't know if it takes over that, but we're gonna find out. And the weird thing is when you're filling this, most stuff that I use at work takes about, you go about halfway on the sight glass, but if looking through the manual, it shows that it's like all the way to the top almost, to where you can just barely see a little bit of not oil in the top. So yeah, we'll do that. And then I wanted to find a filter dryer for this. Now the thing is there's two different types that are normally used. I mean, you can get the refrigeration ones, or you can build one. I've seen people build dryers out of old refrigerators and stuff like that, but we're not going to be doing anything like that. We're just going to be using one of the standard types. Now there's two different types that are standard. That is the coalescing, I think I'm saying that right, and centrifugal. Okay, now coalescing uses literally a filter inside of it, which has to be changed. It's a filter element. You have to change it every so often, and it takes everything out of the airstream, I think all the way down to like 1 or 2 microns or something like that. Now centrifugal, that uses literally what it says is centrifugal force. There's usually a fan blade or something similar looking inside of it, and the air comes in and it puts it creates a vortex inside. So it puts a spin on the air and it allows it to be flown to the sides. Now, you know when you have an air wand and there's water in the air line, you can spray it, but whenever you spray it, and it's just a fine mist in the air, but if you spray it against something, it will, basically it sticks. It sticks and or condensates, I guess you could say, and goes running down whatever you're spraying it to, right? So the same theory applies inside of a centrifugal air dryer. It gets a vortex spun on it and it flings it against the sides, and then the water will stick, or moisture or whatever, and then it'll run to the bottom, and then you drain it every so often. So at Tractor Supply, what I did was went and looked at theirs, and theirs are expensive. They have like DeWalt, Ingersoll, stuff like that, and it was like freaking $100. There was even kits that even were higher than that, 140, 150 bucks. And I was like, no, that's not gonna cut it, because I know they're very simple in design. So what I did was I went to Harbor Freight, pow, 1/2-inch filter regulator. And the reason I went with 1/2 inch is because we have a 1/2 inch output here. Now, we're not gonna need a full 1/2 inch, but the thing is what I could do is come out here, go to this, and then go to a manifold and manifold out wherever we need to be inside the garage or whatever, right? So yeah, this is a 1/2 inch in and a 1/2 inch out. It comes with a pressure gauge and everything, the mounting bracket and everything. I'll probably pull this apart and show you guys here. So here you can see the guts of it right here. Whoops. Now, let's go ahead, pull that off. And here you can see what I was talking about. So this is just to protect that bottom bowl, basically. Okay, if we pull this out, look at that. So this is literally just a bunch of brass BBs, very, very small brass BBs pressed together. Okay, and they're formed like that. Okay, let's put that to the side. Now, here is the vortex. I don't know if I can get this out of here. Oh, actually I can. I hope I don't break this. So see this? See how this is shaped kind of like a turbine blade? I don't know if it shows up on camera. Come on, focus. See that? Anyways, that acts kind of like a turbine blade. And if you can see, it puts a spin. God dang, it won't focus. Well, anyways, you'll have to take my word for it. But what it does is it puts a spin on the air, creating a vortex inside as it comes into the chamber. So, I just need to put this back together. Hopefully I don't damage it. And these are the most common type. So the reason I bought this style, like I said, is there's no filter element to change like the coalescing ones. I hope I'm saying that right. But it's very effective. It does the job. Very simple. And it was much cheaper going to Harbor Freight. This was, I believe, like 35 bucks. 35 bucks at Harbor Freight. And they all perform the same function. See, like that. And it says maximum pressure, 145 psi on it. I think this thing does a max of like 135 or so. I'll have to look through the book again, but it's also a pressure regulator. So we can dial it down or up, whatever we want to do for whatever we're running. If we're running, you know, some air tool or some nibbler or something, whatever we need that requires less pressure, yeah, we can just dial it down a notch. So we'll probably just, I don't know. We don't want to block that, the USA. We're just going to put it off to the side or something like that. What do you think? I don't know. Maybe something like that. Maybe the manifold off on the side over here. But I got to figure out some way to pipe that in. I don't know if I'm going to hard line it or try to find a high pressure or higher pressure flexible line that, you know, I don't know. We'll see what we figure out there.